The lighting setup that Felix taught me on the lighting workshop that we did together, where I asked Felix if he could replicate my version of natural light, nice, flat, soft light. My greatest idols, fashion idols, are photographers that use this soft light, and I asked him to copy it. And now, after our workshop, I went and bought the Scrim, and I bought the 250 Allen Chrome and the Pocket Wizards, and I'm now shooting with strobes when I want. And I've used them maybe 20% of the time. I've played with them, I've really enjoyed it, but it's a certain look, and so this is the look that he's telling you about now.
So this is the 2x2 Lastalite Skylight Rapid Scrim with a 1.25 stop diffuser. I'm going to show more in my segment after lunch. That's what I'm shooting through. There is a light behind here. I'm going to do this really quickly. Ooh, John, would you just help me with this? Sorry, so we just pull that through there. Ta-da! Ta-da! So there is any umbrella, any modifier will do, shoot it anywhere into the space, but not directly at the model. All that's happening back here is in this white room, the light is bouncing around and getting really soft. It's very, very, very simple. That's it.
And as Felix said, he's trying to create a window, so he's trying to use the V-flats to create a window space, which is exactly like the window space that I use when I shoot natural light. So he's created this frame here. He said it would be, if you have a small space, you could put the light outside of a doorway and use the doorway with a Scrim over it to create the size of a doorway light coming into your model that looks like natural light.
And just to clarify, this is not a Scrim. This is black on the other side. Let's show that. So we just put it there to block the bottom so that it kind of looks like it's a window from slightly up high.
And you don't need to buy expensive little things like this, frames. You could just use Gator foam or foam core or V-flats and cut out the size of the window that you want. And the larger the light source,
the softer it's going to end up being.
The softer the light. So
yeah.
If you're using the whole Scrim, then obviously the softer it's going to be, and the more you bring in your V-flats, the more directional your light is going to be. No different than natural light, how I use natural light when I close down my lighting and I get the slither of light to get more of a silhouette.
And the power of, sorry Sue, the power of the pack, like how I have on the flash, I don't know, and I don't care. What I care about is like, I'm using one light, I don't need to worry about ratios, I don't need to worry about any of that. Don't make it so complicated. Just whatever comes out the camera, that's what I'm looking at in this case. All right?
So basically, I was told that if I'm shooting on an ISO of around, what ISO are you on today? I think it was 280.
We were at 480, I went up to 400.
Okay, up to 400. That basically your sync sweet spot is what?
My sync speed
When
spot.
you sync your...
Oh, your shutter speed?
Yes.
Well, on flash, it's usually 125th to 200th of a second I'm at.
Yes, and your f-stop is currently at...
F4.
F4, so I prefer 2.8.
Yeah, we can go down to that. I mean,
yeah.
I could, if I go to f2.8 now, that's a stop out. I'm going to change my ISO to 200. We're going to have exactly the same amount of light.
Yeah, so that's your sweet spot, 1/25th of a second, and you're at 4.
Yeah.
F4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whatever, you're going to know if it's too bright when you get the image in.
I know, but when I went to set it up without you, all of a sudden I became elementary stupid again, and I was like, Yeah, so I felt that when I was setting it up.
Maybe it's a bit too kind of second nature to me.
I even texted John Cornicello and said, what was the Pocket Wizard called again? And he told me, and then he wrote back, and it comes in hot pink.
Well,
and I was like, okay, that's offensive. And he goes, oh, don't be offended. I bought it in hot pink.
Yeah. But Sue, I'll cover it. You should come after lunch. I'll cover more of the technical stuff. I think today we did that in our lighting challenge.
All right.
So I want to get to the posing because we have a lot of poses.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop mucking about.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, but one technical thing. So I was in the break. John showed me.
Stop mucking about. Or just one more thing.
Look, it's like amazing. This thing. It does all sorts of things. You can.
It's a tripod, Felix.
No, actually, now I think it's more. It has transcended tripodism.
Tripod.
Bloody hell.
Okay, one of the most, I think, go that way, Cassidy. I was going to pose you legs, no, stand up. and go over there. I was going to pose you this way, but I'll keep your legs away from the audience. What I'll do is I'll pose you this way, is by removing one of my little soapy boxes, dum dum dum, I've created a stagger just like that. I'm going to turn it slightly out to the camera. The idea here is that I'm going to perch her bottom right on the edge. I'm going to lean her across. And this was actually taken from a jewelry ad I saw, and I thought this is a very common mid-range beauty shot where you're still including a hip. There's a bit of a diagonal going across the frame.
Are we doing the full frame, full body?
No, we're actually just cropping to the hip. So if you can see the pose, oh, it's under my coffee cup just there. Basically, it's about having the hip just coming out of frame. It's about having shape, creating triangles in the arms, and then being able to, again, use the hands around the face, but we're not at the beauty shot yet. We're still at the midway. So Cassidy, if you balance your booty just on this edge, now, depending on how much length, like I'm short, so I could have the boxes together. To get more length and more recline, I just need to move this bottom box towards me. So bring that box towards me.
You guys will
Cassidy.
notice we dropped the backdrop down a bit and gave it a little bit of a sweep.
That you're sitting on.
That's my real life
Towards
photoshopping.
me. Yep, keep going, keep going. Right, now she's long enough to recline along. Now your left elbow goes onto there and your right elbow goes onto there as well. So basically we want to create all of this space and stretch right out and then stretch right out and then use this hip here. Okay, so we want to create this beautiful booty space. Now, instantly, when you bring the arm across the breast line, this is what happens. And Cassidy doesn't have much on her arms, but if I cross my arm across my breast line, I'm going to get this here. And no woman wants that in any of her portraits. So the way I get rid of that, there's two ways, and I see this all the time. I call this, when you flatten the arm down on the body, I call it leg of ham, because it looks like a leg of ham. And nobody wants the leg of ham, so what we do is we do two things. Push your boobs back, just your boobs, so pull back there. That creates space. So if you go flat again, push your boobs up against your arm and you take a no shot, because we're going to do no shots in the folio so that you can remember that's a no. And then we push the boobs back and then the chin long and forward. Then straight away, I've created this beautiful space.
It's really an arm of ham, isn't it?
And maybe you're shooting down on her when I see the tether.
Yeah, I'm shooting down. Should I come down lower?
Well, let's have a look. When the tether
Can you
comes
see it?
up.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to come down lower. And because I can't see from Felix's angle, I don't actually like it. I'm going to readjust her. But what I'll do is also, we're just using the apple boxes, but you can use whatever you want. You can use a couch, you can use the arms on the side of a couch, etc., etc. Now, if I want to straighten her up, I just push these boxes closer to her. All right, there, boobs back. Okay, and now I'm going to come to the front. Let's have a look. All right, so the idea is that you're going in a little bit closer. This is beautiful.
Want me to come in
All right,
closer?
now we're getting closer.
Whee.
And if we have a beautiful chaise longer that goes down that she could be sitting on, but I'm not going to be moving couches in and out. The rule of this pose is in order to stagger, her body needs to be higher onto her elbows, creating triangles. What's one no with her hand in the front there? Flat to the camera, and it's slightly curly like this. So what do? We ballet hands and flatten it down. That's it. Uncurl your fingers, Cassidy. Okay, now we pull the boobs back and we slide this elbow across. Now what happens when you slide the elbow across? Really significant. I need you to learn this stuff. If you take a no shot, when she's out like this, she's got both elbows wide on her body.
It's kind of
now, when she puts them both in the same direction, watch how now that they're both diagonal.
She looks less like the Terminator here.
Yes,
Okay.
because she's quite a bulky girl.
Oh, she's huge.
But if she was, you know how sometimes you get the CrossFit girls come in and they've got arms like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you're like, no, girlfriend, you cannot be sitting like this because you're going to look like Madonna.
Like Madonna. Madonna arms.
All right, this is beautiful. All right, now, sitting up nice and tall, that's
Beautiful.
a girl. I might bring some air in. Do you want some air in the hair? Tell me if you need.
Yeah, a little bit. We can do it from this side. If Paul, would you do air?
Well, the camera, he'll block the pose.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
Sue's done this before, I think.
and again, Felix will just keep getting you to cross the camera line because I think it's really good for the viewers at
It's my
home.
favorite thing.
If you go to move, make sure you look where the camera is first.
You know, when we go to break, we don't argue about any posing, technical things. Sue's like, stop crossing the camera line.
I think nobody at home wants
I'm like-
to see the back of your head and your butt.
What about the lighting and the posing? Didn't I mess something up there? No, that's fine.
No, you're taking beautiful shots.
Aw,
Long
thank
chin,
you.
extend forward. Oh, how could you not? She's gorgeous and I'm posing.
It's true, actually. Touche.
Oh, and you guys think it's about you.
Ah!
Okay, using this pose here and making it look really gorgeous, I feel like our options really come down to how we move her hands. And I think the first thing we're going to do is, you feel happy you nailed that one?
Yeah, let's
Now-
do a couple more because it's a bit more smiley than we were before because Sue was making silly jokes.
Okay, so long chin forward.
Yes,
Yeah,
beautiful.
really beautiful, good girl.
And let's just do a closed mouth. Beautiful. And that little smile.
That's
in
a
the,
great
yeah,
little
there it
kiss.
is. Little kiss. Beautiful. Can I just try this horizontal landscape?
No, because
No.
we're shooting a manual.
Why am I even asking you? I'm going to do it.
Well, it's not going in the manual.
That's fine.
No, you can do as many different compositions as you want. You can go in, out, up, down, round and round. What we're doing is teaching posing, so put it back.
Just one, Sue. Just one. Just.
Can I just say, ask Felix why? Why did you want to go
Because he's
horizontal?
difficult, Kenna. And he wants to slow us down.
Because I love Sue's reaction. It's actually just for that. There we go. Okay, it's beautiful. Just a bit of wind, Sue. Thank you. That's lovely. And if you wouldn't mind not getting in the frame. Beautiful. All right, thank you.
All right, come back to where you were so that we can
Oh,
build
I-
a manual for everybody.
Oh.
All right, what I want you to do now, Cassidy, is I want you to bring this hand up. This one here. No, this one. Yep, your other right hand. That's it, and just come to here. Good girl.
Beautiful.
Now, I don't know from your angle if you like that tilt that she's got, but if you don't,
In the head.
you've actually come forward with your chest
Yeah,
again. So I want you to push your chest back, so boobs back. That's a girl. See that space?
That's
Now,
lovely.
I've got curly fingers, so I just need you to go like this, honey, and just go like this. Look at me, Cassie. That's it. If it looks good from Felix's angle, we're good to go.
I kind of want to come up a little bit on this. Hang on. Up a bit higher.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You're a very, very, very beautiful girl.
Yes, very. She connects with the eyes really well. There we go.
Cassidy, push your chin forward. Okay, the reason I keep saying chin forward is I want to address this. Cassidy doesn't have a double chin even when her chin's pulled back. But like all long, lean bodies, she has a short space between here and here. And I think it makes the chin look weak and small. In fact, the leaner the body, then the leaner this chin space is. Now, when I put my chin down, I significantly slim down my face by putting my chin forward. But she doesn't need to. If she puts her chin down, put it down, then she's going to get really little wee tiny chin. So I keep telling her to push her chin forward, not down, just forward. So when the body is lean, it is chin forward, Cassidy, chin forward. And when it's curvy, it's chin forward and down, chin forward and down,
Would you
chin
ever
forward
do
and down.
a little bit to the side?
Yeah, well, we've got that coming up in the beauty poses.
Oh.
Cassidy can turn that way, and she can turn
Yeah.
back this way. Both of them look really good with her, and then they're quintessentially not really portrait, but definitely more sort of
Yeah, it gives it a bit of
fashion-esque.
a je ne sais quoi.
All right, so from there, did you get that one, Felix? Do you feel happy with that?
Yeah, I
Oh,
could
that's
just-
beautiful. Can we show a little bit more hip?
Yeah, sure. Come over here. All right, 1 second. Okay, Sue, you're in the frame, but I'm going to time it just right. More air,
More like this?
more air.
Am I
There.
in the frame? Hang on, I can't get it. I need to wiggle back.
There it is.
I actually think the foam core works better than the fan because the fan can be really
Yeah,
strong.
you get the natural
Although if
thing.
you get the fan, just wiggle your fingers.
That's beautiful.
Okay, can this hand please go? Yes, that's gorgeous. I like the leg showing. I think it's sexy. The bottom of the dress looks beautiful. Let's put this hand onto your thigh. That's a girl. And now slide hand up your thigh. That's it, until
just
it goes
point
around.
out.
So let's show the no first. Let's put your hand down. Okay, there's a no. And in fact, On my body, that's a no, because she's still got the gap, whereas I don't have the gap. But to make her pose sexier, more shaped and more worked, we're going to slide out, elbow around, keep following it around, Cassidy, keep going, good girl. And then from the front, nice long chin towards Felix.
So, Sue, we're basically where I was with my wide shot. Just saying.
No, but you're vertical. You're,
I know,
you're
but
portrait, not landscape.
we have the...
Well, if my OCD nature can't have portrait and landscape photographs in a posing manual when they can all just be portrait.
Okay.
Do as you're told.
Oh, you know, it's the British thing is like, yeah, I'm going to pretend
British
to
people
do.
are difficult. Americans are far more malleable.
Hang on, did anyone realize that I was being sarcastic about the limbs? That was sarcasm, okay?
All right, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I think,
Okay, without moving
Beautiful.
without moving too much here, there's not a lot I can change, but I'm loving what's happening. How about this? All I'm going to ask her to do is to keep your arms exactly where they are and turn your body towards me, hips and everything. Keep going, keep stop. Now bring your chin back to Felix, all the way, not your body, just your chin, all the way, all the way, all the way,
Beautiful.
all the way, all the way. Keep going, stop. Now look at Felix. Okay, what did that do with
Hang on,
her
do it again.
body shape? Okay, I need your elbow to go out a little bit further. That's a go. I need your chin to go back to Felix, square, and tip this way. No, this way. Good
Yeah,
girl.
great.
Chin
And
forward towards Felix.
wind.
Hang on, let me find. There it is.
Hang on. Okay.
All right.
But I think that's really interesting because you get this. It's really a beautiful like space in the picture.
It
isn't
is. Okay, I want you to do more. I want you to actually adjust your hips towards me all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Why? When you ask someone to turn away from the camera, does their head turn? It's like they go, and then you go, now look back at me. It's interesting, but everybody does it. I want you to turn your hips, like your knees are over there. Just keep turning around. That's a girl. Stop. Now, chin back to Felix. All right, now this hand, good girl, can come onto your thigh so we can see it. Now chin all the way to Felix. And I go like that because I don't want her to lean back. I want her to go like that. So I draw the line with my hand.
you got your hand in there.
Let me find the fan. Hang on.
Ooh.
Okay, chin that way, Cassidy, working it a little bit more. Eyes to Felix.
Beautiful. Okay, so
Now
I'm
this is
waiting.
where I would go in and do a closer composition, pull back, do a horizontal composition, move around a little bit more.
Let's your left hand just make it a little bit more graceful there. Yeah. Don't want it to be like that. Yeah. Good. Ooh,
Hang on,
that was in
sorry.
the
Let me
face,
just
yeah.
get the.
Ah.
There it is. Long chin towards Felix. Good girl.
I think we have that one.
All right. From there, I want you to sit
Beautiful.
up. I want you to sit up away from that box and come to the edge of this box with your bum. Slide and just touch the edge of that box with your elbow. Just the edge. Good girl. And I want you to touch your thigh and then slide your elbow back.
I'm working on my pose over
Slide
here.
your elbow, this elbow back, and long chin to Felix. And now give me a triangle with this elbow here. Good girl. Okay, now you're sitting quite rigid, Cassidy. I want you to find your booty. That's a girl. Elbow, this elbow out. That's the one. Chin to Felix. Long chin forward. And now we're more upright than the recline. Let me find the hair. Wait a minute. I gotta find this.
Right in the frame.
Okay, I just got to push. Yeah, I've got to flick back. I use this to flick back and then I find it. So when
Oh,
I
I
say
see.
I've got to find it here, just wait 1 second.
That's when you see the hairstyle. It's like.
Yeah, there you
really-
go. Once I find it, then I can control it like this.
Ah, lovely.
You know what? Hair has its own thing going on. Hair does. So you've got to just take control of it because hair can be really naughty. All right. I love this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, from here, what I would do to give you a few more variations that aren't going to work with this dress, but I would definitely give you a few more variations. One of them would be to bring this knee and cross it in the front so it was sitting up against this foot and just bring her legs in and just create a little bit more of a comeback. But she can't really do this sitting in this dress. If she was wearing pants or shorts, then she would be able to do it. But really, this whole recline is about you just taking this killer shot, get them into position, use their hands. Don't be afraid, before we stand up, because we only have one more sitting position. In fact, I should have done this when she had the shorts on. We're going to have to maybe do this with the longer skirt.
Yeah, but
Okay, Danielle, could you bring me the big skirt? Because if I cover up her legs, then I can get her to do some poses that are a little bit more comfortable, that she can sort of show. All right, I made this skirt out of tulle. This is nothing to do with how I would style it. I'm just trying to put something on her legs that she can move with. So if you stand up, Cassidy, I just made this little thing. I just hand stitched it on a ribbon like that. How I made it's actually on my blog, if that's your next question. SueBryce.com/blog. It's about 4 blogs down. If I put it on, then I can sit her down and just show you a couple more. So one of the things I always do is I make sure the skirt is low around the hips. I want you to bunch it up and sit down. Keeping in the same vein of what we're doing, I'm finding it really hard to stand. I need to pose in front of people, not to the side of them. So one of the first things I do is bunch up the skirt and put your hands between your knees as I go through all of these poses in the sitting position. Because she's already sitting, now I'm just going to try and maximize as many shots as I can get. So right up onto your toes, Cassidy.
Sue, I'm just
That's a girl.
sorry, Cass, you're gonna get. Sorry, just there.
You can move those out actually, Felix, those ones. Right up onto your toes, nice, elegant, long legs, hands between your legs. Turn towards Felix a little bit more, front on, that's a girl. And we can even cover up these legs if you don't want them there. Hands between. And we don't want to squeeze the boob and the hand together. We want to, no, just lean forward and pull your boobs back, remember? There, good girl.
All right, here. Good.
Let me
Actually,
just
Sue,
find
can
it
you-
here.
Cass, could you just do like put your hair back on one side? Yeah, just take a bit from the front and just pull it back. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
Okay, let me just find this groove, hair groove, and then tell me where to come back to.
You're in the frame the whole time. Yeah. There we go. Let's
All
see.
right, and then what I would do is I would get these legs out and I would put this leg across. Now I can't sit in this position, but I'll show you.
I'm gonna
Like
just come
that.
up a little bit, Sue.
I want you to do this, is put this leg out, that way. Yeah, just like me, but you've got a skirt between your legs. I've got a short skirt on, so that's it. More, more. Like really put it out. That's a girl. Cover it up. And this is where you use your hips on this side. That's the one. So again, the same way you were sitting before, I want you to curl up. Good girl. Elbows in. Elbows in. Pull your boobs back. That's the one.
Sue, just scoot back as far as you can. Lovely.
Hang on, let me find that here and then I'll pull back. This is where a fan would probably be better.
Yeah, but it makes so much noise.
I think you've got a blank there. Because I'm just blowing the skirt.
We're not using wind, huh?
No, that's enough. You get it? No. This is not about taking fan shots. This is about, this is about,
It's about
how we're
posing,
posing her
isn't it?
legs.
Yeah.
All right, so what I want to do now is, this was a very common position and all
Like,
of,
Sue, what about, I have like a leg ham just sticking into the frame, like that leg. Do you see it?
but I think you got a better shot than that, didn't you?
No, but they're all in there. Oh, I've got,
Yeah,
that.
you got that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just to prompt people to keep doing it.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep nailing it. All right, this was a really big shot that I feel like came up a lot in magazines that we don't do with our normal clients. I would do this with Cassidy now if she had pants on or
show
jeans.
it to the camera.
And so basically, this is in the manual. This is not one that we're going to do right now because she's wearing skirt. It's just pointless. It's no point.
It's more like Marlene Dietrich, isn't it?
It is. It really suits the men's suit. It suits the masculine suit. But what I loved about it is it's staggering with legs, which is no different than what we did this morning. Just the staggering with legs. There are not many positions you can have the hands in, because let's face it, the hands for this pose were really about it being like this on her forehead because it's a masculine pose. But it was one that is very beautiful, and if you can practice that one and lock it down, However, let's just look at hands for Cassidy.
And do you have any tips for hands and pockets?
Well, the thing is hands in pockets is a very modelly thing to do. So a lot of the girls in the poses had their hands in their pockets, their hands in their front pockets, because they're selling an outfit.
But this is like the cowboy, and this is more like cool, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? I tend to put thumbs into jeans, but with girls, like for guys, they can hang their hands down because their hands look strong and your wrists are out. But for girls, I actually put the thumbs in the back pockets like this. So from front on, I use the back pockets in jeans like that. You're changing my camera. So I tend to I feel like the back pockets are way better than the front pockets, although, you know, most girls do look good with their hands in their jeans if they're just wearing the white tank and the jeans. It is a go-to. There's space around the body. Or front and back looks really good, but not tucked up like that. All right, so the sitting pose I think is great. We've done that. The only other pose that is on here, stand up, Cassidy, and I'm going to take this off, is I saw this coming up over and over again in fashion magazines, and yet it's probably not something I would ever do in a portrait shoot, but if you're folio building and you just want to create some beautiful stuff.
Just move it over to camera right as much, yeah.
All right, then what it was this. It was actually in a Dolce ad. She's in a beautiful gown with kind of a fur coat. She's got her back to the camera. It's all about the booty. Like the booty is kicking out. It's really about the shape. And actually in the shot, she's in profile like this, and her hand is touching the back of her hair. And when I saw it, I just thought, oh my goodness, imagine if they had the low cut back, or go and sit with your left butt cheek. But I'm going to have to come this way actually because your left butt cheek's on there. And really it's about showing as much shape and booty as you can here. It's about having all of your profile this way, Cassidy, all the way, all the way, all the way. It's about showing all this booty out, and you've got to look all the way there so the camera can see your face.
Off
Keep
camera,
going.
yay.
Keep going, keep going. So in this shot, it shows that portrait of a lady. It's got that beautiful hourglass going on. Her hand is not cut off from the front, so that would be a no.
Can you scoot everything half a foot towards the backdrop, please?
Stand up, Cassidy.
Lovely.
Now sit down again. All right, and so lots of shape into your booty. Okay, let's do a nose shot. Chin all the way around. It's your back, chin. There you go, good girl. And look down. Okay, the nose shot would be that arm. All right, this is what we do not want. We do not want that arm to be cut off.
Just give it a second.
So we've got a couple of choices, and really wait until you see it. The image that I drew this from, could see the arm just coming down this line here. Stretch this leg out, and the arm was there, and just relaxed. Okay, so now take the shot again. Can you give me some space on the left? Because you're putting it right on the left there. Also, really stretch your neck around and look down, not your shoulders, honey. Keep your back to the camera. That's a girl. And there was kind of a lot of hair going on in this shot out this way.
Wow.
You know, because the direction of the hair is really beautiful. Okay,
Right.
Are there any clips, hair clips, anything you got going on there? You know how I like those
Sue.
clippity clips? So,
Can I interject and just
Please.
clarify for some folks who continue to ask, sorry, Alex, continue to ask about the Apple boxes, and would you use these, would you be selling prints that are using these Apple boxes if you're doing this type of work with your clients? Or
I do.
You mentioned earlier that it could be anything.
I do.
Okay.
I use apple boxes, sell apple boxes, white ottoman, black ottoman, brown ottoman, wooden box, you know, polystyrene box, chair, vintage chair, antique chair, recovered chair, repurposed chair, paint your own chair. Go
So
to
folks, it
IKEA,
could-
buy as many chairs as you want.
It could be anything.
Use a dining room chair. Okay,
Questions?
I
No,
don't
keep
like
going.
the black apple box on the brown backdrop. I prefer the wooden one, and I like that Felix has distressed his. You know, because to me, a distressed apple box on a beautiful vintage backdrop like this, to me, kind of looks really yummy and beautiful. So just make sure it suits, it matches. But for now, we're just using them because we can stagger them, because they're here. And
Better than the like really blonde nude wood. the black.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Although, you know, once I retouch this image and make it a little bit more dramatic, then I would probably not so much have much contrast.
Yeah.
All right, can I ask a quick clarifying question for you, Sue? This is from Paulina Angelica Gonzalez Diaz, who says, what do you mean when you say engage the feet?
Okay, so Cassidy, like all, don't move because your hair's so perfect right now. Cassidy, like all tall girls, has lazy feet. Okay, I'm a short girl. I'm usually in a 4-inch heel. I have engaged feet constantly. I often stand in bare feet on my heels. I stand right up onto my toes. Cassidy has lazy feet. She brings them back up. All tall girls do it, especially when they sit down, their feet curl up like this, and I'm always like, lengthen, engage the feet, lengthen, engage the feet. Also, this is Cassidy relaxed. When I tell her to engage her body, look what happens from the front. She engage your body, Cassidy, like work your body. Instantly, she's going to go into the pose more. She's going to engage it, engage her feet. She's going to engage her hands more, hold more tension in her body, and straight away it becomes more beautiful.
We're good here.
All right. So in this pose, in this magazine, it's like that. Stretch that foot right out and point your toes, engage the feet, and turn your face all the way around. This is the line that we want here. Sometimes you have to clip up the hair or whatever, but you'll be working with a stylist or you'll be working with your makeup artist. This is not about, it's all right, I'm just going to wing it. I've just got one little clip. I just want to show this beautiful line, Portrait of a Lady. The option here was to bring this hand up. Can you support yourself there and just touch the back of the head, bring your face all the way around so that you're, actually let's just touch the back of the bun, bring your face all the way around and look down.
Can you uncover more of the face so with the hair? It's kind of quite in front of her eyes.
This way?
Yeah, there we go.
And so that's the pose that I drew. That was how they did it, and it was in a beautiful big fur coat. And you can just work it. I mean,
What would you say about the, like when you get the lines in the neck? Because,
it doesn't bother me.
No, exactly.
They're neck lines, and they're meant to be there.
yeah,
Let's
everyone.
slowly bring her rotation around. Bring this hand down. Let's slowly bring her rotation around and her elbows forward. Keep coming around. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Keep going, elbows forward. All right. Now let's get her just curly and turning towards Felix this way.
You can
Just-
give me eyes here, yes, lovely.
Can I have a clip? Throw it,
Very
can I?
soft
Throw it.
pose.
I've got bobby pins too.
I'm a good catch.
The host, the stylist.
Oh, when you're a photographer, you learn really fast how to do hair, how to put on eyelashes, you know, how to manage people who are scared. You learn how to do everything because you've got to do everything.
All
You
right,
don't
Cass,
have the
give me-
opportunity.
Eyes, beautiful.
All right.
Yeah. it's
So
really-
I'm going to get more body shape if I keep rotating her. So keep coming around onto
And-
both butt cheeks,
What do you say about the
curly.
yeah.
Keep coming around. Now, look at her feet, right up onto your toes, Cassidy. Right up onto your toes, right up onto your toes. Both hands on your knees, both butt cheeks. Sit on both butt cheeks. You're on left. That's a girl. Curl up now. Curl up to the camera. Okay, let's just check the hair. Eyes to Felix. Okay, so this became a simple rotation from starting from behind and working her way around. Can you show a little bit more legs, Felix? Because this is my favorite shot. Okay, we got anything else? Hang on.
Got bobby pins.
My biggest frustration when I'm working is that I'm like, fix the hair now, do it now, change the hair now. Because when I can see something coming on my camera, I'm like, I need it now. And the one thing I hate more than anything is a makeup artist that's like,
Sue, it's
you
so
know, I'm just
unlike
like,
you.
get your hands out of there. You know, well, the thing is I don't have time to be polite. I'm working.
It's really unlike you to want everything now and
Really? I'm a now kind of girl.
I'm being sarcastic.
I know. It doesn't make it funny.
It's what makes you no. Ooh. Ooh. So why was there no challenge in the title of this class?
Yeah, we need John Cornicello to get his referee shirt back on.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull back here, eyes down.
Ah, lovely.
Oh my God, I
eyes.
love this. Look at her
Eyes.
feet. Gorgeous.
Good.
Okay, stop. Lower. Can you go down lower? Just on your windy. Okay, more curly, more curly, more curly.
Ah, that little hair coming out is lovely. Beautiful.
I love it. More curly. You have got the best posture, Cassidy. Really good posture. There you go. There you want to be, right there.
And this would be even nicer if we had like an old wood floor or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, from here, let's bring the hands to the heart.
Oh, I love it.
And then bring the eyes down there. Good girl. Long chin, long neck.
Yeah, and just
Not
the
curly
eyes. Not...
fingers. Okay, stop. I can't see your fingers. Hands on your heart is not curly fingers. That's it. So down here, elbows out. Yeah, elbows out, both. That's a girl. Now, head down, tilt. That's it, eyes down.
Beautiful. Wow, that's really nice.
So just don't be afraid to keep going. I mean, I could just keep going with this one thread, and then ultimately 1 rolls into 2, 2 rolls into 3, 3 rolls into, and then I get lost in the keep going, keep turning, keep moving. But the thing is I've done it so often that what I started out with was that one back structure, and then slowly move around, but hold the control. Okay, your control comes in how assertively you're posing. So if you feel confident about what you're saying, curly back, Cassidy, stay there, Cassidy, uncurl your fingers, good girl. You know, positive affirmation is better than gorgeous. Oh my God, you're darling, sweetie, you look gorgeous, you look hot. It doesn't mean anything. Positive affirmation is you're getting this right, you look hot, you hold that position, hands there, eyes down, eyes up to the camera. You're killing this. This is perfect.
I think it's also so easy for photographers because you know when you have something amazing, you just go, wow. And I've had clients say, I know when it's going well because you suddenly change in the way I speak.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a whole lot of, you get so enthusiastic because you start seeing what you're creating and it's banging out of the camera and you just know that you're nailing it every time, and then I feel like the whole energy towards them changes and there's not that awkwardness of what the hell do I do next. Any questions around this pose? Because from here we go to standing and beauty. Okay, first pose that I did, and Felix is going to have to come up a little. First pose.
Standing.
First pose that I do, turn around. I'm going to take this out. Don't be afraid of shooting with these attached to you. I attach them to my skirt. If the dress is too big, I pinch it in. If your hair needs to twist, I twist it up. You know, I pretty much have these everywhere I go. I attach them to my skirt everywhere. I'll go out to lunch afterwards. I find them in the back of my own hair. I clip them like this. I'll have 2 going at the same time. Look like a mad scientist. And I'm shooting people, and then I'm like, where's my clips? Where's my clips? Oh, they're right here. I've got no shame in my game. Oh, I found another one. Yeah, we'll save that one for later. All right. And that's your go-to standing pose. Everyone does it. Okay? No, it's perfect. Good girl.
Superman.
Oh, I found another one. Okay, there you go. Right. The one thing we do is always give people a bit of volume here. Okay?
Ooh.
Always looks good. So I always go hands into the sides above your ears. Give yourself some volume here. That's where the sexy hair is, right there. Okay? So I always walk up to my clients and I stick my hands in here and I give it a bit of a massage out and then I let it go and then I spray it outwards like this because that's where you want your volume.
So is this where we go to the different crops?
Nope, not yet. Okay, standing poses, 101. First thing we're going to do is this pose here. And I love this. I think this was so beautiful, particularly with length. You're going to crop to, I'm going to say mid-thigh, and you're going to be below her eye line, shooting up on her because you can. She's long, she's lean, she's beautiful, and this is going to make her look really modelly. Her hands, instantly, we're at the back of her hips like this. So there and there. Most of the fashion images, the elbows are directly back. This is how you know she's a model because the amount of space between there and there, because it's incredible. And when you see those 6-foot girls that are 5 kilos or 100 pounds and they've got all that length and all that, you can see why they put them in those poses. So straight away, everybody fans out here like this with their elbows, and I want her elbows like that because what I want is to be able to see through there. Okay, so I've got to get her as square as I can. That's more fashion. Okay, a little bit higher on the legs. Otherwise, it's about her legs, not about the dress. And now, what I want to do is I want her to lean back with her shoulders. Now, this is probably one of the most significant poses. And let's put our hands here, like that. So thumbs, turn your thumbs there, that's a girl. Now, straight away, the first thing you'll be able to do is see that back arm. And we want to make sure that that back arm is either symmetrical or out of there. Okay, now I want you to lean back, Cassidy. So however you adjust your feet, I don't care how you stand, as long as you can lean back with your shoulders, okay? And you don't want to collapse the bum, so you want to keep your booty out and lean your shoulders back. So what this does, slims her torso straight away, okay? And it gives her a beautiful shoulder in the front, and take it, and then push your chin straight forward. It's about it being straight forward, long chin, longer. Down, 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 long.
Yes.
That's it.
It's authoritative, isn't it?
All right.
Authoritative.
Okay, from here, don't move until we nail it.
Yeah.
We haven't nailed it. Okay, so at the moment, even though you can see her leaning, she looks like she's just going like this, right? In the photograph, there's not much movement. I always say to people, push your hip out. Overextend it as far as it goes. Overextend the hip. Like, you've got to push them past what they think they're capable of doing. And yes, it hurts, but it's like doing yoga. Okay, engage your core and breathe in. And Cassidy, as you breathe in, you're going to push back into the position with your chin forward and down and a really gorgeous, soft, pretty look on your face. Are we there? Did you get it?
No.
Okay.
I think the hair is
the
also
thing
an
is
issue.
I can always tell where it is from the front, but I can't tell from the side. So the first thing I'm going to do is watch this. I'm going to drop this hand out because this hand doesn't need to be in there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to create space, and I'm going to go and stand behind Felix because I'm not seeing the pose from the front. Can I see? Mm-hmm. It's through here. I need to see it. Okay, Cassidy, lean on back. You're too high. You should be shooting up on her. She's a fashion model. And you need to come in a bit closer, so low as you can.
Move her to me.
Shooting high.
Then she can come into the light.
Okay, come into the light.
Come into the light. Come into the light. Okay.
No, no.
Like there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go down too low.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It suddenly changes in the frame.
All right, so as soon as you see that, now we've got to get this arm back, Cassidy. Now I've got to get you to lean back. That's a girl. Long chin. Push it forward and down. Down, down, down.
I think the hair should come away from this side of the face.
Okay, and
Like-
maybe what I could do is come up a little bit higher in your crop, Felix. I can even do this if you like.
Hang on. I think, Cass, can you just go like this? Just get your hair back on the other side, on this side. Yeah, I think it needs that shape in the face. There it is, beautiful. And that long neck, remember? Neck forward, perfect.
Okay, now very slowly turn your chin to Felix, all the way around. That's it, all the way around, and eyes to him. Okay, so where I would go from here is I would actually do two things. One of them is that's perfect, exactly right, is I would go to here, I would push the shoulder forward, I would connect the chin to the shoulder and eyes to Felix, go.
I want that hair back. Sue, can you just get
Wait a
the
minute,
hair?
can you just show me one instead of clicking away? No, that's beautiful, stay there. It's absolutely cool. Okay, I don't like this hand, so let's open it up a little bit more. Let's open her hips up because what she doesn't have is she has length, but she doesn't have a lot of booty. Swap the weight of your feet. That's a girl, and that gives all the weight into the front. Put this hand low. Now she's got a hip bone. Now she's got some booty. And let's bring the shoulder forward, work the shoulder towards the chin, and bring your chin towards your shoulder, and there.
Ah, lovely.
Okay, so at this moment, okay, no, still not working. All right, so I've got to change the composition because what I'm not seeing is how to pose and do the composition. So I feel like I'm going to have to
Where do you
move
wanna go?
in. Let's come into here. Let's find it. To me, you've got to see it.
Yeah, it's
And it's about something that you have to see. Bring your chin, lean back into your shoulders again, Cassidy.
Is it one of those
Good
things you have
girl.
to see it to know if you got it or not? So you can't really describe it.
Well, I feel like it's an angle.
There it is.
You know you've got it when you see it. What I don't like is this front hand, so let's just let that go behind and take another one there. But I feel like the 6 that we took prior to that were not, you just could feel it wasn't working. There wasn't a balance in the composition. There wasn't a balance in how it was working. Can you keep that hand back? Every time I put it back, you bring it back again. Okay, now let's do this. Thumb behind, thumb behind, thumb behind. Good girl. Okay, work the shoulder and come all the way around, long chin. Good girl.
That's lovely.
Okay, let me jump in. I've got to see it again.
Hang on, Sue. All right, have a look.
There you go. You're starting to
That's
get there
beautiful.
now, but I'm going to come in a little bit closer.
Shoes on set, common problem.
Common problem. Long, work that shoulder, Cassidy. There's no, good girl, more. That's the one. Long chin towards me. There you go. Give me some ear in here. That would be me going,
So
give me
you've
some
gone a
ear
little-
in here. That's my job.
We're like at 50 millimeter now.
Okay, more shape, leaning back into your shoulders. Let me feel like, yes, this is where I'm going to shoot.
Ah, yes. See,
All
okay,
right,
let's get one without the thing in it, the timing. Hang on.
Long chin, good girl. All right, we got it. Right, from here, you brought that hand forward again.
Yeah, let's do one more, Sue, quickly.
Okay,
Yeah,
come on.
that hand. Now we're rushing. Okay, good. That hand is back.
Okay, so don't be afraid of...
That's
like,
beautiful.
you don't always just take a shot and it works. Right, from here, let's put both hands, hold your elbows. Elbows, elbows. Now, we don't necessarily hold the front elbow, we hold the hip. We hold this one. See this mistake all the time. Let's shoot the no version is when it's side on and we see the amputee elbow. Followed quickly by the turn your body towards the camera, your upper body towards the camera with your shoulders like that. Good girl. Okay, but engage your shoulder. That's the one. Perfect. Hang on. Let me see. All right. Again, I got to come in. I can't post on the side. I just don't see it. All right. What I want you to do is touch. No, touch, touch. That's it. Now, I want you to lean back. I want you to open your shoulders up. Stop. Push your chin towards me. There it is. Can you see that?
Yes, I see it.
All right.
I mean, how many
so
times have
from
you been on
here-
set and you just have to keep, the biggest mistake is if something isn't working is not changing anything. That's the main,
Well, you bang away at the same pose.
yeah.
And you get 30 of the same poses and it just amazes me. Okay, remember what I said about when you get stuck. When you get stuck, you move the shoulders first.
Oh,
Okay, then
Just,
once you move the shoulders, then you move the hips. All right?
Yeah,
So
there
you
you go.
move the hips. How do we move the hips? By moving our feet. Change the weight of your feet. Just try it. Just see what happens. Lean back. Open up the shoulders. When we move the shape of our feet, we move our hips, we move our hands. Let's go from here. Let's leave this one across the body and let's bring this one to here. So just touching, other one.
so always
Back
when
hand.
it's not working, you change the shoulders first.
Yeah, change the shoulders first. Long chin. Chin this way to the camera. That's a go. And just bring this hand in. Now lean back. That's the one. Like, make it work. Make it change. Change something. Even if it's just a hand or a shoulder. And keep going until you see it, but don't stop.
Let's change this right arm. It's kind of,
Okay, let me
Yeah.
see it from this angle.
you see it's it's hidden behind
Okay,
her.
we don't want to touch the belly. That's what we don't want to do because the belly means we're pregnant. Lean back into your shoulder. Okay, and then this hand touches here. Bring your chin all the way around. That's a girl. Beautiful. Chin up to me now. Long chin up to me. That's a girl. Perfect.
This is how I need an assistant to press the button for me.
I always dreamed of that one day, that I
just
would
look-
my assistant would set it up and I would just walk on set and be like,
Now, now, now.
take it. I'm done. Cover. I see a cover.
That's it.
Yeah, those dreams,
That's good, isn't it?
those dream days were over.
Sue, I'm just looking here. This hand kind of is like hidden back there, and
Okay,
it
well,
bugs
let's
me.
just flow.
Yeah.
So how about I just try and do a couple of different things that I'd normally do, and we'll see if it works and see if it doesn't. From here, I want you to bring your hands down to here.
And just
So
give me the
after I
eyes.
set you, you just look at Felix. Lean back into your pose. I want you to work the shoulder like this. Okay, from there, I want you to turn your shoulder away from Felix. and look back at him. Go a little bit further, Cassidy. Stop.
1 sec.
Okay, look down at the ground. Work the shoulder more. Good girl. Okay, stop. When I say work the shoulder more, I want to try and create a straighter line here. Okay, there and there. So now, there.
Come on.
Okay, now I want you to curl your back in. All right, can I just see?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things I do whenever I do the look back over the shoulder is the curly pose, is I really want to bring a little bit more curl. This is often where I will shoot horizontally as opposed to vertically.
Should we go to take a question, Sue?
Sure.
Because it won't.
So for this pose, I know that we're always trying to shoot for like triangles and diamonds on this one. So what is the one thing that we're looking for in this pose?
There's no triangles or diamonds in this pose. Triangles and diamonds is when you move and fill the frame with arms and legs. When she's standing up like this, we're going closer and closer and closer towards a beauty shot every day because we're starting to crop above the shoulder and we're starting to go beyond the point where this is.
We're back.
Hang on. We've started to go beyond the point that this is a diamond or a triangle, and we're actually shooting now what I deem as being more cover girl. I feel like what you're trying to do now is fill the frame without arms and legs.
I'm back here, Sue.
Okay, so show him more of your shoulder, Cassidy.
Yeah.
Just one at a time and slow down because this is such a beautiful transition. Stop. I want to show it.
Okay, you want to flow?
Yeah, so don't just keep clicking. I want to show this transition. All right. One thing I really love here is I want you to crop it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is to me my absolute go-to series right now. And I think this is so gorgeous. So once he gets into the crop I like, this to me is beautiful horizontal, it's beautiful vertical, but watch this. Okay, go. So Cassidy, I want you to show the back of your shoulder more curly. That's a girl, stop.
Come on, hang on, there it is.
I want you to show and have a look, you watch. And I want you to show the back of your shoulder more, stop. Eyes to us, relax your mouth, open, that's a girl. More curly, she blinks, sorry. That's a girl. I want you to show the back of your shoulder more, keep going,
Oh, it's really
stop.
subtle, isn't it?
Now look back. It just is so beautiful. Each rotation, okay, don't let the shoulder get too high. That's it, I can't see from this low. Drop your shoulder down, bring your chin down to your shoulder. Stop.
These are all such subtle movements.
Well, that's the incredible thing. It's such a beautiful, subtle movement, but to watch that happen is it's just gorgeous. And I feel like, you know, every time, the one thing I didn't see from the front is she started to bring her elbow here. Retake the shot with her elbow here. Just put that one down. So, and now more curly. So this time, her arm is not covering her breast line, and you'll be quite surprised by how beautiful it is. Okay, so as soon as you bring the breast line back in, this is crop 2, you've come back out. Go in a little tighter, Felix, because you don't need the elbow.
Okay.
What you need is that boob line there. That's it. Gorgeous. And it looks beautiful horizontal. And it also looks really beautiful when you crop this eyes down. And I'm going to put a bit of air. There it is, Felix, look at that. That's our cover shot.
Beautiful.
Oh, about time. God, you're hard work. Sweating here.
Great. Good.
Eyes down, relax your mouth. Long chin, work your shoulder. Good girl. See?
Wind.
Okay, wind. Eyes up, more curly. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
I don't even need to look because I already know it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Bam! That's what I like. So, okay, let's keep going. Okay.
Next pose.
How about we go to here? This is really interesting. This was the next pose. So basically what I did was pulled back out of frame, put the hand down here, nice curly back, and that's where the long 30, sort of 3/4 look off camera down this way was. It wasn't about her always being on camera. So that's your next pose in the lineup. Next pose after that, was your quintessential 2 cover girl shots. This cover girl was what she did when she first stood there, was when she put her hands on her hips. So basically, it was about having hands on your hips this way, but it's nice low hands on the hips, because normally when we're shooting real bodies, we're trying to create an hourglass like this, but she's already long enough, so what she's going to do is just curl into her back position like that. Now, with normal portraiture, we would never roll the shoulders forward, and we would never roll the hips forward. So what I want you to do is stay, whatever's comfortable with your feet, but just roll forward like this. So nice and curly, long neck to Felix. That's it. Is she on that backdrop, Felix, or do you need her to be a little bit more to the left?
Yeah, go to your left a little bit.
Okay, this way. That's a girl. Nice and curly, and then slightly 45 to Felix. So good girl. There it is. No curly fingers. Okay, nice long curly fingers. This is your quintessential cover girl. Now, the one thing we don't normally do in portraiture is get that nice long neck up here where she's extended. Extend through the neck, pushing forward. Extend through the neck. There it is. Am I in frame, Felix? Can I get some air in there, or do you not need it, do you think?
I think it's fine. This is quite graphic
I'm
already.
probably blocking your light. All right, now, I feel like she's doing this towards the camera, not leaning back. So I want her to lean back and then curl in. Okay, so try that. Lean back more. More, 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 more. Long chin up and forward. There you go. Let's see if that makes a difference. And you're supposed to be 45. There you go. Stop.
That's great.
Yeah, long chin, long chin, long chin. Now let's just show, once we nail it, you're too far out. I know you're photographing a clothing catalogue, but
I'm
we're
always gonna
somewhere in
crop it back
between.
in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do now is let's just look at a couple of different hand positions here. Cassidy, from here,
Like
put your
so.
hands straight down. Okay, now I want you to put your weight onto your right foot. That's a girl. Give me some booty here. Lean back. Lean back. The beads falling off this dress. It's hilarious.
You just
Okay,
have a whole
so
collection
just
on the floor.
lean back with your booty. Give me more booty. Lean back with your upper body. More. Okay, more. More. That's it. You can do it. Push that booty up. There you go. Long chin. Felix staying square.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Okay, stop. Okay, from here, let's use hands. Okay, so very slow rotation this way. Have a look. See the shape? You're always rotating into the shape you can see. Let's have a look at that.
Lovely.
Relax your
So
mouth.
I'm getting a little bit of that back arm.
Okay, rotate a little bit more into here. Really work down on this pose. Give me some space. Lean back. So just really subtly work them around. Can you just take one?
I just
Because you
moved it
take
to.
3 and then we like wait
I just moved it
wait,
to single while you said that.
for the tether. Okay, lean back. That's a girl. Beautiful. Okay, now go again. Lean
So I
back.
take more than
lean
one
back.
because of the blink, because people tend
Okay.
to blink in the flash. But you shoot so much natural light, you're not.
Because I have to wait for the blink. There it is. That's beautiful. Okay, from here, let's bring the back hand up into the décolletage. Backhand. Okay, into the décolletage here. And use your hands there. Always backhand, not front hand. Why
Good.
don't we use the front hand? Let's try. Put that one down, because now we've just closed up this whole body line. And the whole point was that we love the best part, which was this here. Okay, so absolutely left hand up. Left hand can touch the décolletage, can touch the hair, can touch the neck, can touch the throat, can touch the outside of the hair. Lots of shape leaning back. One hand up, one hand down. All right.
Lovely.
This was part of the posing manual. Yes, Kenna?
I'm wondering, before we go to the next pose, if we could, because Felix was photographing quite quickly, folks at home were not really able to see the images, so I'm wondering if we can review some of them.
Okay.
I'm going to do that quickly. So we were at this pose, and it's not loading them in.
Is all I really wanted to show you with this is, you know, this is part of the manual, so I want to shoot it. But basically, there was a Vera Wang shot that I posted on my page the other day that I saw was absolutely incredible. It was a chuli skirt like this. Sorry, I didn't do a very good job of tying that. She was holding it. I've taught this, I think, so many times that it's probably something that you don't really need to recap on, but let me show you just in case. When you direct people in movement, it's one of the hardest things to do, particularly if the people can't move. The whole point of this Vera Wang dress is that it showed movement in this form, and basically it was her laughing with the dress. I get them into a position where they hold the dress, they're leaning forward. I get them into a body position that I like, so I don't just expect that they're going to pull this out. I'm going to get them to do it, fake it. So I want you to go like this and lean towards the camera, one shoulder towards. No, this one, elbows in, lean forward more. So I want you to grab the dress and lift it up. That's it, like you're laughing. That's it. I'm going to put lots of air into here. I'm going to get the shot ready. Once I get the shot ready, I'm going to pop as much fan into here as I can. I need you to lean forward more. I need you to ruffle the dress. I need you to go like this. Move it. Up and down like this. That's it. Keeping your elbows in. My bows aren't working very well today. Are we good to go?
Yeah. Do you want me to show you? The poses, right?
Well, they wanted to see the last poses before we
Okay.
move to this one.
So we were here, and then this is still good, but then this is the one where you're covering the body, and that's no. We've lost everything that we had in these previous shots. So we're going from there, moving through. So that's the flow from there. The hand comes up, beautiful, soft. Then that's a no. Then we're going back to this and moving through those with the arms up, and then
I
we
actually
come here.
preferred the no. So did we lose everything before that?
We didn't lose anything.
Oh, keep going backwards. I think they meant the whole sequence. Did
The
they?
whole sequence.
As much as you have time for.
Okay.
La-di-da. Subtle movements here. Oh yeah, then the body comes around towards us. So we're now going in reverse direction.
So
And
there's our cover girl.
there's our cover girl. And this is probably going to be kind of one of those things where you crop back in. That's a little bit too much of that.
Keep going.
Yeah.
And then we were doing the rotation. So we went rotation, cover girl, side on. And
That's
look
the
at that.
one.
That's our cover. That's our money shot.
I'm going to tag that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So let me just go back through these really quickly, and we're going to arrive back at the skirt. Da-di-da.
Also, we're building a manual with every one of these images that we are good enough to be used as a prompt for you. Okay, this shot's really quickly. I'm going to go like this with the skirt. It's going to be like a salsa movement. Okay, I want a little bit of circles. I wanted to do circles because I wanted to keep the elbow shape in her body. She's going to lean towards the camera, and the first thing she's going to do, Cassidy, lean towards more. Like lean towards. There you go. Like do a little circle like this. Like a little, like that, that's it. And we're going to do a big laugh. Long neck, extended long neck. Okay, elbows back, like this.
That's beautiful.
That's a girl, let's do one more. That's it. Okay, that should be enough.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right, so that's all we want to do. We want to just get movement, we want to get dressed, we want to be direct strong, we want to keep our voice strong, we want to keep them direction. And you know, I always look at it like this. If you leave people out there on their own, they're going to get very uncomfortable, particularly when they're moving. Moving is one of the hardest things to direct, so you're going to just keep your voice strong, and listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. I want you to hold the skirt here. I want you to do a little motion like this so I can still work the shoulders and the thing. I want it like a rolling salsa motion, but you know, if they can only do this, that's okay. If they can't do anything, set them in straight, blow the fan on their hair, and then get them to laugh at you. But the whole point is, I want you to move the dress, I want you to tip forward, I want you to push your chin forward, I want you to look at me, Cassidy, I want you to smile. Good girl, keep going. Woo-hoo-hoo! Make them laugh, blow their hair, make them feel stupid. You know, like it's like, oh, and then once they move and then they get their flow, you just click, 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 and you just get a beautiful shot every time. Okay, somewhere in there. But it's the way I hold that space. Like I'm not like, dance. Well, this is not working. You know, I'm like, move, shake, laugh, keep your elbows in, push your chin forward. You've got this. You're nailing it. Woo! Keep going. I love it, Cassidy. Like I just keep my elevation up, and then she doesn't feel stupid. And then she's usually laughing because I'm like, that's terrible. And then they laugh because I've just told them that their dancing was terrible. And I'm dancing and I'm like, keep going, click, 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 keep going. And then keep the elevation, you'll get really good response and movement. Next pose.
We've got poses everywhere.
This is really interesting. I just saw this pose for a handbag ad for Louis Vuitton. Basically, the girl was very long like Cassidy. She had her elbows here, hands here, like this.
Let's
okay?
move you back a little bit towards the backdrop.
She had her hands like this on the box. Her elbows are bent, so she's like this. Okay, she's got her booty kicked out a little bit. So you're too upright, so you need to curly. So push back there, that's a girl. All right. Her chin was towards the camera, and it was up like that. Because she's
Where's
a model.
the reference for it?
It's coming. It's bendy, 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 right? And there's a big handbag stuck between her hands, just like that. By the way, we've already covered the look back pose.
This is interesting because they look so disparate, but they all flow into one into another.
And I instantly do it. I'm like, go from here to here to here to here to here to here to here, and then I've done 3.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, that was my 3 poses. But, to me, those are 3 concrete poses that when you can't remember, you're going to look at the picture and then go, oh, that's right. Sue went from this one to this one to this one to this one to curling to looking back to leaning on the box.
When they're shooting Burberry or Louis Vuitton or whatever, that's the same thing that happens. They're moving
Yes.
through different poses. It's not like they started out with, they try different things.
It's really weird. It was about having a long neck this way and tipping this way. That's a girl. It was about her sort of arm being bent in the front and her hands were turned out like this. But what brought me to this next pose was I saw this and I thought, what a random pose. But then I guess she's leaning with her big Louis Vuitton handbag right here, so it actually made a lot of sense. And then I thought, wait a minute, this is one of my go-to poses. I grabbed another apple box. So if you feel like you've got that, this is the transition. I grab another apple box here, and I bend over and I put your elbows on there, and then push back through there, curly body, working the front shoulder, chin all the way to Felix. Okay, and then I go like this with the hands, and before I know it, shoulder, shoulder, work shoulder, chin to Felix, long chin.
Sorry.
And before I know it, I'm here.
Beautiful.
And the irony is I've got this beautiful pose going on, and now I can work the hands. Now bring your body towards me, because otherwise what goes away from the camera is bring your booty towards me. That's a go. Stop. Okay. Now, chin, shoulder. Okay. Now I start getting into more beauty style posing, but I get them to stand and lean on the box, because then I get this body shape. And so let me pose it from the front so I can show you the transitions here. Because what I started to do was shoot lower, because she's fashion and the whole point is that we're shooting lower. And then what I would do is I would get some arch into here, that's it, because everyone's natural instinct is to push the booty out, and we want it to be fashion, so we want it to be curly and long and bad posture. And then we want this beautiful shoulder working towards the chin always. And then I'm going to transition, so you watch this. You're kind of looking Uma Thurman-esque here. It's crazy.
It's great. Oh, it's
okay.
beautiful.
The elbows are too wide. You watch how feminine her body line gets when these hands relax and bring them inside her shoulder line. Elbows inside the shoulder line create the diamond from the top of her head to her shoulders to the bottom of the décolletage. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. Now let's bring this shoulder around more and this chin up, nice and long neck. You can even get in a little bit closer, Felix. We don't need all the apple box. You've got to zoom.
Oh, I just like to.
I
I'm
love that. That's gorgeous.
I'm used to zooming with my feet.
Okay, from here, let's bring this hand into her here and then smoke a cigarette. Remember, let's have the floating hand in the here and see if this works. Not that much. That's it. And work that front shoulder, chin up. Relax your mouth. Chin, shoulder in a bit more, Cassidy. It's a workout, isn't it? You feel like you've had a workout? You can thank me tomorrow when you've got sore muscles. And it's like, I've got abs of steel. Oh, okay, I love this. Slow down, Felix. I'm going to put my hands in so he stops taking photographs. Oh, Felix, look at that.
Beautiful.
It's magnificent. Okay, so this is where we use our hands. This is where we bring the hands into the box. I tell you what else we can do. Let's bring your bum around. So you stay here with me. That's a girl. Stop. Yep. Now look back over your shoulder again at Felix.
Ah, wonderful.
And this is just standing, leaning on a box. It is one of the best poses I've ever done. Also looks really beautiful horizontal. The frame horizontal and cropped square. It looks very medium format. You know, very old school. So we've lost our transition again, or is
No.
it just coming?
I think that's one. Oh no, we have. You're
Yeah,
right.
we've lost it. That's okay. Look at that shot. I love that. Shall you just keep posing? I want to show you something that I do here that significantly changed. Don't move, don't move. That significantly changes through there and curly back. So hand down all the way through, Cassidy, like where it was. Okay, this is something I've been working on lately that I think is really beautiful. Bum back that way, where it was. Yep, keep going, curly back. Okay, I went and bought these swatches of fabric, and I just want to show you what I do with them because it significantly changes your shot. Now this is just fun styling. I'm just going to throw this in. This was a swatch of fabric. It is a sample piece of fabric. It cost me $5. I did a shoot recently, and everyone asked me about the girl's beautiful gown. This was the beautiful gown.
Who are you wearing?
Okay, I'm wearing Fabric Sample by Sue Bryce, downtown LA. I went like that. I got a
hottest
pin
thing.
out of my hair, and I shot this like this with this arm leading here, just a bit of fabric around her arm.
I like your hand in it.
Yeah, and it's significantly to me, and you can also do this. Can you give me some frame this side? I'm going to tuck it in. I don't even have a clip, so I'm just going to put it in her bra like that. And basically, I would just walk up with bits of fabric and make little cuffs and sleeves and jewelry and things like this. And I just tape them, stick them, clip them, pin them, whatever it takes. And the jeweled beaded fabrics are the best. And I'm just going to pull that through and tuck that into Cassidy's bra. Nice
wouldn't get away
long
with
chin. Sorry?
I wouldn't get away with that.
Well, you would. Long chin. That's it. Long, long chin. All the way to the shoulder. Work the front shoulder. Good girl.
And just remove the piece of paper, Sue. from
Chin
the back.
up. From
Sue.
where? Oh, there.
There, yeah. Ah, beautiful, Cass. Oh,
Hang on. We've got a
that's
non-blink.
lovely. Lovely. And a
Okay,
little bit
so
over
there,
Yeah.
there, and then rotate around a little bit more that way. Curly back. Long neck, lift up nice and tall, work the shoulder. Good girl.
Beautiful.
There it is. Do we get
That's
it?
great.
Stop clicking. Good God. Commercial photographers, every time. Bang, bang, bang. Portrait photographer, bang, nailed it. Typical boy, more than one bang.
I'm
All
not
right.
dignifying this with a response.
All right, and I found this as well.
You
which
know,
is-
I long stopped caring about, like, okay, it's just the way I do it. I don't care. So, sorry, Sue. You notice I haven't changed when she tells me not to do it.
See, little, and I feel like these are incredible. They're like little cuffs, they're sleeves. It's accoutrement, it's decorative, it's very beautiful. I use them like that. I use them around the sleeve. I use them on the shoulder. I use them on the hair. I use them as scarves. I use them as neck pieces. I feel like in every one of the poses you can add, you can take away, you can try jewelry, throw a flower in there, change the dress, change the background, change the V-flat, change it, and it's simple and they clip on and it's beautiful and it's easy. I just wanted to throw that in there. All right. There is nothing quite so beautiful in this world as a simple scarf. Around the throat, around the neck, around a beauty look, around a long neck like this. I don't think there's anything more beautiful. I don't mind just doing little styling bits like this. Long
the
chin
hair.
this way, long chin this way. Go all the way, all the way, all the way. Stop. And chin up to Felix. Long neck, curly back, pull your boobs back.
Out of the
Engage your
light,
shoulder.
Sue.
Chin up a little bit more.
There we go, got it.
Okay, nailed it. Right, from here, I take this, I take it off, I take the shoulder, and then here, I do stuff like this. I make her work the scarf, I make hats, I make headpieces, I make beautiful things like this. Just keep going. Just don't stop styling once you get the poses right. This is where you start creating your magic. There is nothing more beautiful. These scarves here cost me $4. They're vintage scarves. I get them at vintage stores. They always have a bin of them in different colors. I stitch them together and make outfits. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Okay. There's a couple of beauty poses here that I want you to nail down. One of the most beautiful shots that Felix took this year was of me as Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, yeah. And it was such a simple shot because it was really about me being here. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. My arm was back like this to slim and trim my arm from the front. I had my shoulders working, so I had collarbones for the first time in a long time. I had my chin back. I was doing this, and he did actually shoot down on me because I was curvy at the time, and it was a beautiful shot. That is beautiful.
All right, Sue, work it.
And I was here, and it was all about working the décolletage. I feel like it's a go-to beauty shot, so let's get
sit down and shut up for a second.
Well, I'm teaching,
Get
Felix.
down. Do it. Sit down.
She can do it. She's
No,
the beautiful
no.
one.
Oh, goodness. Goodness, woman.
Right on the edge. That's it. This was about one thing and one thing only, and that was working the front shoulder. It was about having this hand here. You can actually put your hand like that onto your hip. That's it. As long as this elbow comes back, it's about rolling forward, about being curly. It's all about curly. It's about this shoulder being forward. It's about the long chin stretched up towards Felix, and then we find our composition in here. There is no greater shot than the beauty shot of being here. This was that little tip back, head tip back. Actually, we'll try both ways from that angle.
Let me try it. It's
Okay.
quite, yeah.
And so
Quite interesting.
really curly, nice and close.
Yeah, and just like all those things, Cass, just a little bit more. So a little bit more on the shoulder. Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
Pull back in your torso, Cassidy. That's the
Yeah,
girl.
beautiful.
Okay, a bit closer. Let's make it a little bit more beauty. And I will put some air into here with this to your left. I'll try and stay out of your way this way, and I'll try and put it like that.
Oh, like really-
That's a girl lifting your chin up, stretching back.
Beautiful.
Chin up, chin up. Let me find her here. There it is. Where is that hair?
Oh, one more. Just there, Cass. Yeah, beautiful.
And now slowly rotate away. Have you got it?
I just...
Oh, you're almost there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. So when I'm almost there, but I'm not there, because you know the difference, right? The difference was when we got the cover shot, we were like, yay! And when we're doing this, we're like,
Yeah, it's not quite...
Okay, jump out and just let me find it. I can't see it when I'm not looking through the camera. So to me, it's like I have to find...
It's there, no?
No, it's not in the pose. It's in the composition.
I want to see how you
Lift
do
your
this.
chin up to me. Good girl, stop. All right, relax your mouth just a tiny touch more. All right, this hand can touch here onto your thigh. Bring it down. Your thigh, that's the one. Bring your elbow away from your body a little bit more. Push your chin towards me, Cassidy. Can I have some, chin up? Sorry, but towards me. Good girl. There it is. Work that shoulder in the front just a little wee tiny bit more. Good girl. There it is. Chin up. And what I really need to do is actually bring it lower. Can we just wind it?
Move out of the
Yeah.
way.
I just feel like she's too high. So do exactly that same crop, top
here,
of the
here it
head.
is, here it is.
Long chin, long
Watch
chin.
this.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Give me some air. Come on, here.
Here it is.
There's
Hang
our
on.
magic. Okay, wait a minute. We're not there yet because the arm's not magic. Can you
Yeah.
pull back just a tiny touch? Okay, stay there with your chin. Come on here, let me find the hair. Wait a minute.
You're in the way, Sue.
I know, I've got to find the
Of
hair.
the light.
Wait a minute.
Come.
There it is, there it is.
Yeah. You get to do some acrobatics too, Sue.
I don't mind. Have we got it?
Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's...
No, she looks crunchy. Where were you before? It looks good.
Oh,
she
because
look-
of here,
Yeah. Okay, long neck. Lift up. Keep your hand back down the way it was. That's it. Long chin towards Felix. Push it forward, push it forward, push it forward.
Yes.
We don't stop until we get this.
Hang on, my focus is... Good, Cassia. Good. I think that's... Hang on, the one that she was looking at me. Beautiful.
No, closer.
Closer. You want me to be closer?
Go horizontal. We're not there yet.
What? What's going on? and I got to come down a little bit.
Stupid tripod.
I just quite like this thing. It's a bit, I think it's more for boys, isn't it?
It's a tank.
Tripods. Yeah. I get to drive my big tank. There we go.
Okay, show me what you're seeing.
Hang on.
No, don't move.
Ah, lovely. Okay, wind, Sue,
Wait,
wind.
top of the head, feel the frame. Okay, top of the head, feel the frame. Closer,
There?
closer. Top of the
Closer.
head, feel the frame. There you go, you're there. Okay, let me find this hair.
Oh, yeah. Sue, find there.
Wait a minute, I get it.
It's beautiful. You got it?
All right, a bit closer, Felix.
Bit always closer. Now I'm doing acrobatics.
Do we get it? No? Get out of there. Go, we're going to be here all day.
Right. I wish I could be inside your head
I know.
sometimes. You should sell that in the
Okay,
future.
I want you to take your chest and pull that back there. Stop. Can I have some air? Chin up half an inch. Chin down half an inch. Push it towards me. Very slowly, rotate away from me. Stop. Somebody give me an amen. Amen. We got it?
That's nice.
Okay, one more. Shoulder. Keep going. Keep turning, honey. Stop. Get that bit of hair off the front of your face there. Just flip it back. Just with your hand. That's it. Long chin. Chin down. Forward. That's it. Stay there. Stay there. Oi.
So can I just, Sue, a little bonus thing? You don't flap. You displace the air. That's how you...
Displacement.
Round of applause for these two,
All
everyone.
right, Beyonce. Is that it? Are we run out of time? That went quick.